This is J.Hoffman from J.Hoffmanknives.com. I'm a small hobby knife maker from northern Wisconsin, actually Shawano, Wisconsin, just west of Green Bay. I mostly make full tang hunting knives and everyday carry knives, but I'm also a purveyor and collector of local hardwoods and exotic burls from up here in northern Wisconsin. We get a lot of cherry burls and we get a lot of maple burls in the area, but we do occasionally get black ash and some oak, little bit of everything. But so I collect the burls myself. I work with local loggers, and I dry them and I send them off to K&G for stabilizing. I don't do my own stabilizing because some things I think are just better left to the professionals. K&G does a really good job for me, and they're also really quick in turning around. So I sent off a small batch to them, and I got it back the other day. And I've got in here, I think 8 blocks of really nice maple burl. You'll see these have really nice figure and nice color. Some of them are nicer than others, obviously. These range on the website from $30 up to $50. So they're pretty reasonable compared to, I think, other dealers and wood suppliers. These are also real nice thick blocks, so you're going to be able to use them for just about any project. They're 2 inches wide and 5 3/8 inches long. Usually try to keep everything between 5 and 5.5 inches when I'm cutting. Some stuff I cut a little bit longer just because it makes sense. Also in this last batch I got some cherry burl, which is kind of hard to come by sometimes. I happen to have a fair amount of it drying right now. And cherry burl is one of those burls that just doesn't look like anything else. There's no mistaking a nice piece of cherry burl when you see it. And these are some nice blocks. Generally, I found with cherry burl they do have real small cracks in them, more inclusions than cracks, but those will fill really easy with super glue when it comes time to finishing the handle. But this is a real nice size, thick block of cherry burl, and got really nice figure. Also got in some blocks of spalted maple. I love spalted maple, or any spalted wood actually. I love the idea that it's actually a rotten piece of wood that turns out being beautiful, and the color changes in these blocks are very nice. I've also got a nice black line spalt here. This one's a little wider than normal, but it's an end cut piece, but it'll make a really nice handle on a fighter or a Bowie or whatever your project may be. Then over here I've got the crown jewel a lot of people think is some of the best burl, and that is black ash burl. I've got 4 really big blocks of black ash here. I'm debating whether or not I'm thinking these are probably going to get split down into some smaller blocks. All of my blocks, you'll notice they're real shiny. I sand them to 220 on the grinder, and then I just give them a quick spray of something called clear glaze. I get it at Walmart for a few bucks a can, and it's just a, I think it's actually meant for pottery, but it does a really nice job of bringing out the figure in a piece of burl so that somebody knows what they're buying when they go on my website and purchase it. So I've got a full money back guarantee for any wood that you purchase. If you're not happy with it, you can return it. Some people have a no questions asked return policy, and I always say that I have a questions asked return policy. And really the only question I'm going to ask you when you want to return something is there something wrong with it? And I'm going to take it back whether you changed your mind or whether you didn't like it or whatever the reason may be. I'll still take it back and give you a full refund. But if there's something wrong with it, I obviously want to know, so I don't just pass it along to another customer and he ends up thinking that I'm sending him, a bad piece of wood. So I do have a full return on anything. If you're not happy with it, just give me a holler or send me an email, and we'll take it back and give you your money back. So appreciate it if you'd stop by www.jhoffmanknives and check out some of the wood I've put up. I've also got some really nice curly maple blocks up there, some Burls I maple, and I've got some more unconventional plain stuff, some cherry and just regular cherry, and also some mahogany. I've got stabilized blocks all the way down to $10. I've got free shipping for anything over $30. And right now, if you spend over $100, you get a free block of Babinga. So check out www.jhoffmanknives.com. Thanks much.